is Avalon, and today I am doing the week 6 garden tour. I live in New York, zone 7B, and today it's fairly hot. I'm probably already glistening because I just did a few things before turning on the camera. Everything is looking really lush and nice and full. Of course, there's always work to be done in the garden, so I'm going to be doing that after this video because it really does tire me out working out here, especially in the sun. But we're going to start in the container area and let's get started. Alrighty, so we just start with the onions. Onions are looking pretty good. You know, the tops are flopping over. I'm not sure what combination of issues that could be because the bulbs really aren't that big. But one of the tasks that I'm going to do today is actually spoon my onion. So I'm really going to try to dig the dirt out around from the bulbs of the onion so they have more space to bulb out. I tried to start doing it, but it didn't really work. I did cut this down, and look, this already came up. It's crazy. My strawberries are looking great. They're sending out runners, but I'm gonna cut those down, and it's already trying to set some flowers, which I'm probably gonna cut those off because this is like a baby transplant from the last time we did it. Coming around the side, so as you know, this was like my cilantro area. I actually letting this ranunculus die so I can see if the corm is still in there. And now I have a bunch of coriander here, which I'm going to save. I've never actually cooked with fresh coriander, so I'm excited for that. Everything needs a good wet down, but I just haven't watered anything. It tends to lift the bugs up, so I'm going to do that after I'm done taping. But I do have some new sprouts here from when I put some seeds down. Oh, over here as well. So I'm just waiting for this to dry out some more, and then I'm going to collect the seeds. Same thing with over here. So everything over here looks really good. Everything pretty much is the same. The thyme has grown back a whole lot. I believe the last video it was cut down, and it's already grown back really fast. So I can't wait to cut a big bundle again and dry it down. My zinnia is finally setting a flower. And then guys, look at my green onions. It's like a big bulb down here. I don't know, I think I kind of lost sight of my green onion, so I may have to cut and like freeze it or something. I'm not sure. My parsley here is doing okay. I initially had seen some caterpillar larva, but then it disappeared. We went away for like that weekend, and when I came back it was gone. So I'm not too sure what's going on, but flowers are popping. My lavender smells amazing, looks amazing. My oregano I'm gonna cut pretty soon. I'm actually in the market for a dehydrator because I want to dry my oregano and some other herbs that I have. This marigold finally popping up, looking amazing. That looks so good. And then the onions in here as well. I need to do the same spooning with that. Strawberries. Every few days I get a few, like 1 or 2 strawberries, so that's really fun. So I might actually cut some of this back, let it produce some more strawberries. As you can see, my chamomile is also doing its thing. I did pick some last night to start drying. I'm just going to air dry those, but these look really, really great. My Thai basil, I actually just cut back on my Thai basil the other day. My son and I did a little video where we harvested some things, so I need to actually post that very soon, but it's growing back. My mint, I meant to cut and I keep forgetting to cut, but I'm gonna cut some. We have some fruit over here. Again, my labels don't match, but I'm planning on, oh, butterfly. It looks like the, where did it go? It looks like the butterfly that lays the cabbage moth has a similar pattern. It's moving so fast I can barely see. Okay, so right here again, my pimento slash green pepper. I need to change all my labels. I'm actually going to do that today as well. Yeah, so I got some fruit. I've given away 2 green peppers from this plant just so far. The riri pepper, it's getting some color on it as well. I think it's supposed to turn red according to the little tag, which I can't find right now. And then right over here, decent sized pepper, looking good. So I'm really happy for that. And my flowers are doing its thing as well. Does anyone know why my marigolds, like why the leaves are turning purple? Maybe I should just cut these off or something. I'm not sure why they're purple. It's really weird. So we're gonna start on this bed, which has my marigold, some more flowers, beans back there, chamomile, and my onions. So my onions are doing weird things. They keep flopping over. I'm not sure if it's because of maybe a lack of water or what. Like this one right here has bulbed up a good deal. 2, 4, 6, 7 stalks are coming from the top. They say when there's 12, no, they said 13 is the lucky number for knowing when your onion has like 18 layers. Oh, what am I saying? 13 layers. So it's 13 layers. That's how you know that your onion has stopped growing. That's what I read online. I don't know how true that is, but one of my recent subscribers mentioned that I need to start removing the dirt around my onions, which I have, but I haven't really been doing a good job. So I actually need to come in here and really take up a lot of the soil and remove it from around the onion so it could start to really bulb up. So I have more chamomile here, and I did harvest some last night. So I'm actually gonna harvest the ones that are looking perfect like this. They say that's the prime time to harvest them. My beans are looking crazy, setting some beautiful flowers. But I'm going to have to finish trellising these up properly so they're not looking as wild as they do right now. The celery plant is hanging on. This one is hanging on. It's really trying its best. The last time I was looking at my spring mix that was supposed to be under here, I did put some more. I think the birds are eating them. That's my only assumption because the birds hang out in my garden and they could be just eating. I have a zinnia back here, some more flowers that I probably need to deadhead. My celery right here looks good, and my marigolds are just flipping huge. Like this is gonna be humongous. Look at that. Absolutely huge, and it's just like taking over. I did harvest some beets in this area again with my son. And I did actually take up some of the onions as well, and I'm drying them in my garage, which I'm going to show you guys in a few minutes. But yeah, I feel like this bed is so haphazard. I'm going to have to do a better job next time. This was like my catch-all bed. This was the first bed I started in, and I just kind of went for it. My carrots, I think, are doing all right. I haven't really checked on them, but I'll be checking on them. And then look at my corn. If you guys remembered my first video showing this corn, like they were itty bitty, and look at them, they're huge, so tall. They're growing up the tassels, I believe, or the pollen, I think they're called. I need to stake this a little bit better because I did the last video. I need to finish, just maybe move the stake over. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Look how beautiful. This is like one of the green zinnias, I think. Green ones. Beautiful flowers. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. My nasturtiums are doing its thing here. It's just like, wow. I wanted this vision. I wanted it where it trailed out to the walkway. Even though it's in my way, I still wanted that. So that's really great. Like, look at this forest. Absolutely insane. So the containers that are here doing really well. My carrots are looking good. I didn't really cover these back up very well, but they're looking okay. My celery is looking good. Strawberry. The landscapers that come and do work, I don't know how they knocked off some of the stalks, but here we are. They knocked off some of my stalks. But thankfully this serrano pepper is setting a lot of blooms. There is a mosquito coming at me. Okay. Oh. All right, a mosquito was coming at me, so I had to do some damage control. I have a candle over there. It's a citronella candle. But anyway, yes, so this serrano pepper has a lot of blooms. It's setting a lot of peppers, but you know, I'm not planning on really doing much with this pepper, but at the same time, it's like, you know, they come and do your work, but they just have no regard for like your garden and things that you place. They break everything. It's just such a hassle with them. It really is. Carrots, I planted some new carrots. I think these are the baby ones growing up. I'm not even sure. That mosquito again, guys. All right, the corn is looking good. This is a pretty skinny one. I might actually chop this one down to have more space in this container. Yeah, I might chop this one down and keep like the pollen or something. All right, so the next bed we're gonna be looking at is my pepper slash squash slash okra, everything bed, right? There's some cucumbers back there as well, some flowers that are sprouting up. Really, really beautiful bed here. As you can see, my squash bed is squash plant. This one green one is like taking over, but I'm planning on pruning some of the leaves just because it doesn't need all this leaf. It doesn't need, like, look how big this leaf is. It's absolutely humongous. But guys, we do have one zucchini down there, which is super exciting. So the bees, there were some bees sleeping in these flowers, which was really cool. And I think I'm going to insert a video of that as well, because I just thought it was really cute seeing the bees sleeping in there after doing their hard work. Yeah, so we have our other squash, our butternut squash that's growing, cucumbers, and I'm going to show you guys what some of the leaves are doing. Like, this is the other cucumber leaf. I'm going to actually cut that one off. Oh guys, look. Oh my gosh, I didn't even see this bloom. Look how beautiful. Oh my gosh, what a pretty pink color. Wow, that's really, really beautiful. All right, I'm going to take us around the other way to get to, because everything is just a bit crazy here. So, alrighty. So yeah, this cucumber plant, it's doing okay. Hey, Mr. Butterfly. It's doing alright, but it's getting this sort of dots on the leaves. So I'm gonna do some pruning. As I said, I'm gonna start another one just in case this one tuckers out and dies. But I'm really happy I set up the trellis in this way because it's really helping like the crowd control. But I'm going to be cutting some of the leaves back. My peppers are looking great. Okay, everything is setting fruit. Everything is setting fruit. Flowers are looking beautiful. My jalapeno, I actually have a really, really big jalapeno. I have 3 actually. Look how nice they look. So that's really exciting. Sometimes the flowers, they do this. I'm just gonna leave that right there. Look how cool. Oh wow, I have a lot of jalapenos. That's exciting. This is the pimento pepper, and the last time one just like fell off. But now I hope to keep the pepper on the plant so it could change colors. I have some more pimento back here. I hope you can see that. A lot of green pepper. Some cayenne peppers. More peppers. A lot of jalapeno. Because I want to make cowboy candy. Almost said the wrong thing. I want to make some cowboy candy, so that'll be really fun. Celery right there. My okra plant, it said its first flower, but I don't know, it fell off, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. I have another okra down there that is getting shaded out, so again, I'm going to have to cut some of these leaves back. Some flowers, some more flowers. These are cosmos that are growing here. Yeah, this bed is looking really great, especially from this angle. I don't come from this angle too often to really look at my bed. Since we're here, we're gonna look at our beans. And my beans are finally trellising up. It's so funny, they're trellising on this. They're wrapping around. But like, finally, you know, looking really, really great. This one gets more sun, as you can tell from the leaf growth. That one doesn't get as much sun, but it's doing its thing. Unfortunately, I lost my seed packet. I have no idea where it is. I'm sure I'm gonna find it most likely at the end of summer. And I would have sowed a lot more just to have this much fuller so I could have more beans, just in case like one of these dies or something. But it's my first year doing it, so we'll see what would happen with these two. Alrighty, so our last bed is this monstrosity of a bed, right, with all these tomato plants. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get in there like I would like to today, because right like when the sun comes out, I feel like all the bees and the flies, they come out and they come and they start doing their thing here. But I want to try to cut back on, like, again, prune some of these leaves because they're shading out some things, and I'm not sure. So the first thing I really want to do is prune back my Tomatillo plants, because literally all of this right here are my Tomatillo plants. And granted, I have one Tomatillo that's growing, and I don't know if I need all of the limbs, but they all have flowers. I'm sure they're all gonna set fruit. I just think that it's just taking over my bed, and I really do want to scale back, and I think that's what I'll end up doing. I really want to take a good look at it. I mean, although this area is pretty big, it's pretty narrow, and it's hard for me to really get a good look at things sometimes. But looking from this angle, I can really see that I really do need to cut back, because every time I come in this bed, I'm like tying all the limbs, as I call it, all of the new stalks. I'm tying them, trellising them up, and they're just taking over. So I think I'm going to cut back, especially on like maybe the shorter ones, and keep the taller ones. What do you guys think? I don't know. I'm a little bit torn, but so far so good. Everything looks pretty good. I don't really see much pest damage. I don't see any like disease, because I really did prune the bottom leaves. But I'm going to be doing some more of that today, cutting back some things. Now, the birds, as I said, have been in my bed. I think they've been doing my hard work for me, because I think, as I said, that one time I saw what I think is hornworm poop, like that dark, weird circular poop. And since then, I personally have not seen anything. I do see some dead leaves in there, which I'm going to probably cut back as well. But anyway, I see them flying away every day, and I know that they're doing the hard work. So sometimes I leave some bread out for them just to make them come back. I don't chase them away. The fruit that I have in these beds actually look really good still. So let's take a closer look. Let's see what's happening. So as I come down, I'm always very apprehensive, because I'm like, what if I do see something? But like in here, you can see a lot of Roma tomatoes. A lot of Roma tomatoes setting, a lot of flowers, a lot of blooms. Look how beautiful this marigold is. So pretty. Some beautiful tomatoes are being set. These are my prized tomatoes over here. They look amazing. So far, nothing has pecked at them. They look good. Here's a diseased leaf, which I'm going to cut off. Sometimes I try not to look too hard, because I'm like, what if I see something I don't want to see? But again, Tomatillo plant, like, that thing is a drama queen. Tomatillo plants need like its own bed. That's how I feel at this moment, because it's just so much. Again, everything looks great. I'm going to do some more cutting. Some of these leaves here. Some more tomatoes. Brad's atomic grape, looking great. One of my YouTube besties gave me this plant. It looks really great. Okay. There's this twine that likes to grow up from the bottom of my garden bed. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna have to cut that off. some more tomatoes. My basil's looking good. Marigolds are looking good. A lot of cherry tomatoes back here. Oh wow, I'm actually having some color change. I'm gonna try to take you guys, see that? Some color change. Oh, I wish I could show you guys better. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, some color change. So that's nice. That's exciting. But yeah, a lot of pruning. Some more flowers. Okay, my celery. That okra plant in there is probably struggling, trying to survive. It's like right back there. My eggplant. Oh, guys, I gotta show you my eggplant. I almost forgot. This cucumber plant is also doing really great. All right, let me take you guys. My eggplant. See, this is the problem. I planted way too heavily over here. All right. Do you see the eggplant flower? Oh yeah. So this is why I have to cut back this tomatillo, because it's shading things out. My other eggplant right in the middle over here. Woo. I just touched the tassels of the corn and it just flew everywhere. This eggplant in the back, you guys probably can't see it, needs some space. So the tomatillo plant's gonna have to be cut. So guys, hope you enjoyed the tour. I feel like this was a brief tour compared to last week's. Last week it was me like trying to catch up from like the long week of being away and things like that. Everything looks really beautiful. I'm just so proud of myself that I'm even able to maintain all of this. Ooh, I think I skipped over this nasturtium. Look how beautiful, right? Doing its thing, even in the heat. But hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you for watching. See you guys.